So the affirmative claims that the DREAM Act will benefit the economy, which still can remain incorrect due to the proof that there will be tax increases, tuition increases, budget cuts, and unemployment due to unemployment. Again, for proof, the CSUs will be impacted. In-state tuition is rising, specifically by $3 billion if the DREAM Act gets passed. And for another main fact to be restated, that the U.S. can only provide for 47% of the potential immigrants that will come in, and the other 57%, the country can't provide to them, and we can't be considered to them by force. It's because we don't have the available sources. The affirmative uses the UCSB student for an example. She went to jail because, like Stephen Camarada quotes, she is basically stealing money from the university because in-state tuition cannot afford it. If universities were to give students like her money, it would come from U.S. citizens' financial aid. If the DREAM Act is passed, there will be more issues like so, and the country's own citizens will not be able to afford college or get a job soon enough. Disagreeing with affirmatives' claim that the DREAM Act would help the country by passing the DREAM Act, immigration would increase, harming the U.S. by limiting resources. The rate of unemployment will increase. President Obama in Congress says the DREAM Act would have applied to illegal immigrants who came into the U.S. before the age of 16 and have lived in the country for at least 5 years. After 10 years, about 1.2 billion immigrants would likely take advantage of the program, according to its estimates. If not that 15 million Americans suffer from unemployment already, and another 7 million cannot find full-time jobs, if the DREAM Act gets passed, these numbers will only increase. The impact on employers after signing the DREAM Act can cause many U.S. citizens to go without a job. It makes everything more competitive and limited due to insufficient numbers this country can provide for. The acceptance rates into universities will decrease, causing American citizens alone to receive no education. Regions of the University of California show that the university would have to drop the rate of acceptance in-state applicants in order to refrain from the impact. Classes will be less available, tuition will increase, and financial aid will be more limited if the university decides to expand the number of acceptances. To summarize the reason of college dropouts, according to eLearners, an online journal, with almost every degree comes at least a decade of financial misery. Every kid is entitled to a quality college education, but sometimes finding the money to get that education isn't easy. The average cost of a private, non-profit college is about $35,000 a year. For many, the choice is either to sign their life away to student loans or pack their bags and head home to cheaper pastures. Moreover, if tuition is a problem now, it will increase if the DREAM Act is passed. A CIS student, which stands for Center of Immigration Studies, quotes that possible remedies are the most direct response to this problem would be for the DREAM Act to provide additional funding to state universities and community colleges to cover the cost it will create. In conclusion, it further proves that tuition would need more funding if the DREAM Act is passed.